Governor Greg Abbott among the more than 100 people who gathered for a vigil at the site of what he's calling the worst mass shooting in the state's history. Here's what we know at this hour. 26 people were killed and 20 others wounded when a gunman stormed the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs. As investigators look for insight into the gunman's actions, we're learning more about the victims. CBS 11's Brian New is live in Sutherland Springs, just about 40 miles southeast of San Antonio. Brian.
Yeah, Karen, among the 26 who were killed was a 5-year-old, the 14-year-old daughter of the pastor, and a pregnant woman. We are expecting today to learn more of the names and stories of those who were killed out here yesterday. Of the 26 people now, along with those, 20 others were also injured, many of them young children who were shot and then rushed to San Antonio hospitals. Many of those underwent life-saving surgeries yesterday. Investigators say the suspect, 26-year-old Devin Kelly, was dressed in black tactical gear when at 11:20 yesterday he walked up to the First Baptist Church and began firing with an AR-15, first from the outside, then walking into the church. State investigators say when the suspect walked out of the church, a man from the neighborhood exchanged gunfire with him. The suspect then got into a car driving off before crashing a short distance away. The suspect was found dead of a gunshot wound, and we are just learning here that it appears that gunshot wound was self-inflicted. This community of a little more than 600 people is devastated.
Terrifying, but and it's even worse if he would have kept going, but if it wasn't for our friend, which he stepped in, there might have been more lives lost than just what it was. And it's sad. It is, because why this church? Why people that I grew up with? Why them? It's hard.
And so many questions out here today. We have learned that the suspect, 26-year-old Devin Kelly, served in the Air Force from 2010 to 2014. In 2012, confirmed by the Pentagon, he received a bad conduct discharge. This came after he was court-martialed on 2 accounts of assault on his wife and child. He was confined for 12 months. Now, no motive has been declared at this point, but investigators have stressed to us they hope to figure that out quickly. They say the families of those who lost loved ones out here deserve some answers. In Sutherland Springs, Brian New, CBS 11 News.
Such a sad story, Brian. Thanks. President Trump, on a tour of 5 Asian countries, was quick to address the shooting from Tokyo.
This act of evil occurred as the victims and their families were in their place of sacred worship. We cannot put into words the pain and grief we all feel.
President Trump has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff.
Our coverage of the Texas church shooting continues throughout the morning. Coming up in our next half hour, what an expert in church security says you need to do in the event tragedy strikes at your place of worship. Plus, how the San Antonio Spurs paid tribute to those killed in the attack. Up-to-the-minute information can also be found online at cbsdfw.com.